Hey everybody, day 14, which technically marks the end of week 2 of Nano. And tomorrow being the start of week 3. It's 20 to 8, and I finished about 2-3 minutes ago, and I'm pretty happy with what I wrote today. I actually sat here, music playing. I listened to the soundtrack from The Virgin Queen today, which is a low-budget production about Elizabeth I, and the music is just stunning. And I didn't really know how to get started. I mean, I spoke yesterday or the day before about a sort of out there idea I wanted to go for, and I didn't quite get there, but I hinted at beginning it, so I'm gonna kick into that over the next couple of days. So yeah, I didn't really know how to get going, and then I kind of slogged through a bit, and then once I reached a certain point, it just kind of flew, and I thought I could stop now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So yeah, that was nice. I wrote for about an hour actually, which is sort of long. I haven't been writing for long periods of time this year around. So word counts. Apparently I wrote 2,380 words today. Which puts me at 25,986, so I'm quite proud of that. I'm over the halfway mark, and it's not quite halfway yet. Tomorrow is halfway. So yeah, I can't be too bummed about that, can I? I started off with kind of cornering Cole when he comes back into the house and saying, that they need him to go back down and speak to Elena and get more information out of her if he can, because she won't speak to anyone else. So Cole sort of begrudgingly goes down there, and Christian is down there. Christian's on guard. He's outside the door leading through to the cells, because it's sort of like that's like a barrier between the full moon crazed wolves and the rest of the pack. On those nights when they lose control and would attack their best friend or their parents, etc., etc., blah blah blah. So Christian's there, and he's sort of disgruntled. And at the beginning of Origin, it was Christian and Felipe having a fight, and Felipe actually sort of won, and Christian's never really let go of that. He doesn't openly target Felipe anymore. He doesn't snipe at him with his comments, but he becomes very disgruntled and irritable around the younger wolves. I'm not sure why. The why doesn't matter, right? It's fun. Sort of cantankerous old fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a tough bastard, but he's impatient, and he overestimates himself. He thinks too much of himself, really. And he kind of challenges Cole and says, "What are you doing down here? What do you want?" And Cole tells him, it's like, they want me to speak to her and find out more information. Christian is like, well, do you really think you're gonna go in there alone? And Cole throws the alpha card in his face. He's like, well, Aerith wants me to, so Christian has no choice but to relent at that, because you can't really challenge the word of your alpha in a pack unless you want to get us back. So he gives over the keys, and he kind of stalks away in a very grumpy, growly fashion. So Cole goes on through, and he goes into the cell with Elena. He sits himself down, and he actually tells her he's brought her something. So I had to go back and tweak a little bit to mention that he didn't go downstairs straight away, because originally he did go downstairs straight away, but then I wanted him to have brought her something, because Cole's randomly, he feels some sort of strange affection for Elena, I think, and he's brought her an apple. So random. Brought her an apple. She's like this skinny waif of a girl, and he's thinking, even for a werewolf, it's almost impossible for them to gain weight unless they eat excessive amounts of food. She's just really thin, so he's brought her an apple, which is kind of like food and a little bit of drink at the same time, because it's got juice. So he puts it on the floor and he says, he waits for her to take it, but she just stares at him, and so he sits back, he kind of like shuffles back against the wall and looks around, and then, she takes the apple and she ends up eating the whole thing, she wolfs it down. Pun intended? Pun intended. And then they have this conversation, and Cole just ends up feeling really sorry for her. Because, she's just stuck in this terrible situation. Even worse now, because, she's behind bars with the enemy. And, she's got nowhere to go. She even says a few times herself, nowhere to go. There's nowhere for her to go. I mean, if they let her go and she went back to her pack, her uncle would kill her because he'd know that she talked or she'd done something to betray them. If they let her go and she ran away, her uncle would find her and he would kill her. I don't know if he would. That'd be a bit random that he ran, he just knows she's alive. And if she stays, she'll die anyway. And Cole's sitting there and thinking, his mind starts going down this path he's not expecting, and he says there is another way. So yeah, that's leading into the idea that I had. So we'll see. I don't really know what else to say now. I'm very pleased with how it went today. I cannot be upset with that worked out, and I can actually start going towards like the climax now. I think I can start chugging towards that point, because we're about to go into week 3. This is the halfway point now. We're about to hit the halfway point. I should probably start thinking about having shit happen. I've had a lot of sitting around, I've had a lot of dialogue, and not a lot going on. I've only had like 2 incidents. Wow, yeah, I have. That's just bad. So yeah, I need to get the ball rolling. So I'll get started on that tomorrow or the day after. It's going to be leading along that path now. So I has found direction. Ish. But yeah, I think I'm out of things to say now. So I will check back in again tomorrow, and I hope you're all doing well. If not, just keep writing, because at the end of the day, all you can do is just keep writing. Even if you hate what you write, just do what I've been doing and just keep going. So I will see you tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Bye.